I'm Josh Elliott, right for Pirelli Racing. We've had a good weekend so far. We're P3 on the grid, and we've been progressing each session. So we're looking forward to a good race, getting a good start, and just getting into my own rhythm really. And I know there's going to be 4 or 5 guys that are going to be there in the race, so we'll just give it our best shot and see where we are at the end of the race, and hopefully come home with good, decent points.
Hi, my name's Ian Newton, and I'm part of the UK racing organisation. I've been involved in racing in the UK for probably 25 years. I run a one-make series called the Pirelli Super Teens, which I've run now for 19 years consecutive. So it's the longest one-make series in the UK, bar none, probably worldwide in fact. We've had some real good guys come through it. Obviously our biggest claim is probably Casey Stoner, Kyle Crutchlow, Leon Camier. Both the Lowe's boys have all come through our series. The idea is obviously to get young people into the sport, and that's what we've done for a long time. And again, it's working really good. On top of that, we've now got a 450 class, the RRE 450, again, which is the next step for the lads who come from our class. And again, that's produced some really good lads in the last 3 years. So that's working really good, and we're pleased with that. We've now moved on to our latest step, which is the RSV4 1000 Superstock bike. Again, the RSV4 has been out now for 4 years, and it's been a really good bike. The change in regulations at World Superbike has meant that the bike is a lot more competitive in stock trim from 2015 onwards, and that's why we're here, to try and show what Pirelli can do in stock trim as well as superbike trim. And we're really looking forward to what we plan to do for the rest of the year and hopefully next year.
Hi, I'm Joe Burns, racing in British 1000 Superstock Championship. So far this weekend started really good in first free practice. We tried a lot of things with the bike. We're still learning about the Aprilia. The few things we've tried, we haven't quite made the steps forward we wanted to. But we tried something this morning, and we think it's good for the race. The qualifying didn't go great. We're starting back in 13th. But I'm quite confident we can push through and maybe, hopefully, finish in the top 8.
Hudson Kenner, we're at Thruxton racetrack. Race is not long away. We've had quite a good weekend so far. Started off a bit down and we've worked our way up. Ended up 4th on the grid. Was first in the first qualifying session, but the temperature's picking up now, so that means it's going to be a bit more slippery out there this afternoon, and we'll see if we can go out there and battle for the race win.
I'm Alistair Seeley, I ride for Tyco BMW in the Superstock class. Weekend's going, it's pretty average so far at the minute. We seem to be struggling just in the sector 2, which is the fast flowing stuff. So made a few changes for warm up this morning, and it helped in some areas and not so much in others. But we're just going to go with it. It's going to be a long 16 laps. It's warm now. Tyre life's going to be the major factor here. So just try and maybe conserve the tyre and see where we are towards the end. Put a bit of a last lap squirt in and try and get on that podium.
The lights go out, and great start. Jenkinson just drills the Yamaha off the line.
And it also, though, looks like the fastest man on the track. That last lap for me will be Alistair Seeley. So Alistair Seeley in 4th, Tyco BMW, number 34. So have a look when he crosses the line there. 17 point. What did he do there? Sorry, he did a 17.7. Yeah, so he was quicker than all 3 guys in front of him.
Jenko still there in 2nd place behind Elliott. Hudson Kenner in 3rd. Alistair Seeley in 4th. This now has become a very high-speed quartet. Alistair Seeley getting every ounce of drive out of that back tyre. He knows he's got to get close. He knows he's got to hit the brakes late. He just about stays off the dirt. He's got the drive out of Church. He comes around the outside, down towards the club chicane. Seeley, the flyweight, 5'4" in Gulston, he is late into the turn, but he's going to pull it back. And the wee wizard lives up to his name, and he drags victory from the jaws of defeat for Tyco BMW. What a start to their afternoon. Elliott, Olsen, Jenkinson, Kenner round out that top 5.
The race we had was good. We got a pretty poor start and fell back slightly. Moved from 13th back to 14th. And we were getting mugged a little bit down the back straight by the other riders. We made a slight change before the race. It didn't work, which caused us to lose quite a lot of speed at the end of the fastest straight. But later on in the race, as everyone's tyre life seemed to drop off, we seemed to be able to keep the tyre gripping harder and progressed a lot at the end of the race and picked them off one by one and clawed our way back up to finish 7th.
Alistair Seeley enjoys the fruits of victory for the 2nd race in succession and closes the gap on championship leader Jossie Elliott at the top of the 1000cc Superstock Championship.
Good race, got off the line, got into the lead fairly early in the race, and then just started to have a wee bit of trouble changing direction because I've got a broken cracked humerus in my arm, so I was struggling to get change direction at the end of the race and starting to slow up mid-corner. I think that's where Alistair sort of caught up with me, and then obviously down the straight the BM's just it's very fast, and I can't really match it on the Kawasaki at the minute, but fair play to him. He did good to hang in there with me. I didn't think he had the pace for the race, to be honest, but it's great for the team, Pirelli Racing, my Socialite Surrettes, sponsors and everybody to get it back on the podium after that crash at Brands Hatch. So I'm happy enough.
I knew round here is all about tyre life, trying to save the tyre, so I was using the traction buttons, up and down, just to find the optimum traction setting to get the most grip, but also look after the tyre. And I had to go about 3 or 4 button changes to make it work, and then really I got past a few boys and then started to close the gap, and then really just couldn't have timed it any better really. I was watching Josh Brooks last year carrying those big wide sweeping lines, and I could have made the pass a lap earlier, but I thought I've been in this position before. I've been to the Northwest many a time, and you don't really want to lead on the last lap because you're the one getting drafted. So I gauged coming out of church just to give myself enough of a gap to use the drive of the Tyco BMW. We got that slingshot and then just really scrambled for gears into the last chicane, and I meant to go to 2nd. I only got 3rd, and then in the chicane I got 2nd, and then just drove it out for the win.